So there's this really exciting breakthrough coming out of Texas A&M about recharging aging cells using nanoflowers to boost stem
Yeah.
cells. Essentially, they're giving cells a fresh supply of mitochondria, which is pretty much like recharging their batteries.
Right? Giving cells a new set of power cells so they can perform better. What exactly do these nanoflowers do?
Well, the research shows that when stem cells are exposed to these nanoflowers, tiny flower-shaped particles made of molybdenum disulfide, they produce roughly twice as many mitochondria as normal.
Yep,
They
I
then
got that.
transfer these extra mitochondria to damaged aging cells, basically re-energizing them.
Wow, that's like giving an old gadget a brand new battery pack. So the idea is that these enhanced stem cells act as donor cells for struggling ones, right?
Exactly, it's like training healthy cells to share their spare batteries with weaker ones, and as a result, the recipient cells not only regain energy production, but also become more resilient, even against harmful agents like chemotherapy drugs.
That sounds pretty promising. But couldn't there be issues with, say, potential side effects or, the long-term stability of these extra mitochondria? I mean, nature might not always welcome an overload, right?
That's a fair point. The research is still early, and while these nanoflowers stay in cells longer than small molecules, possibly making treatment needed only monthly, there's always caution. They haven't delved into every possible consequence yet, but the early indicators are very encouraging.
Yeah, I see what you mean. And how does this compare to traditional drug-based methods that try to boost mitochondria? I read that drugs eventually get cleared from the cells pretty fast.
Right. The neat thing here is that nanoflowers, being larger nanoparticles, remain inside cells and keep encouraging mitochondria production for a longer time. It's like instead of constantly refilling a battery, you get a more sustained energy boost naturally.
Exactly. That continuous support is key. So essentially, this method tackles issues related to aging, heart disease, and even some neurodegenerative conditions by restoring that crucial cellular energy, right?
Absolutely. Mitochondrial decline is a big factor in aging and many diseases, so recharging cells by giving them healthy mitochondria could revolutionize treatments. You could, for instance, inject these enhanced stem cells right into a damaged heart or muscle.
That versatility is impressive. And no genetic modification or harsh drugs involved, which is a big bonus in terms of safety.
Exactly. It's all based on enhancing the body's natural mechanism. The research, led by Dr. Gaharwar and John Sukar, even suggests that the donor stem cells, sometimes called mitochondrial biofactories, send out 2 to 4 times more mitochondria to, help restore vitality.
Right, that's a game changer in my opinion. But I remain a bit cautious. While the early data is super exciting, there's always the need for more comprehensive studies, especially long-term ones, don't you think?
I totally agree. It's promising, but still on the early side of clinical translation. More tests and trials are necessary to ensure that long-term applications are safe and effective.
Yeah, that's the scientific process in action. This approach could potentially reshape how we treat conditions that stem from cellular energy deficits. It's like a fresh biological power-up for our cells.
Spot on. And it also opens the door for future research on stem cell therapies enhanced with nanomaterials. The flexibility of injecting them into different tissues really excites the translational aspect.
It sure does, and I'm really curious to see how this technology evolves. The integration of nanotechnology with cell biology is really pushing the envelope of medical innovation.
Definitely. The potential to slow or even reverse cellular aging without the burden of constant drug dosing is a huge leap forward. It's like we're witnessing the early chapters of a new era in regenerative medicine.
Well, this breakthrough certainly gives us a lot to think about. Here's hoping that future studies solidify these findings even further. Thanks for the great insights. It's been a fascinating chat.